The Seme Border Command of the Nigeria Customs Service has announced the collection of 1,904,459,390.77 revenue between January 23 and September 8, 2023, which represents 97.2% of 1,960,000,000 allotted target for the year. This shows an increase of 51.98% from the 884,543,098.11 made in the corresponding period for 2022. The Customs Area Controller, Controller Dera Nnadi, made this known while briefing newsmen on the activities of the command for the period under review on Friday, saying the achievement was a result of painstaking efforts made in partnership with stakeholders. In its anti-smuggling efforts, the command made a headline seizure of fake $6 million equivalent to 2.7 billion naira. This is in addition to other notable seizures recorded between January and August 2023. In the same vein, officers and men of the command, acting on credible intelligence, intercepted 1,364 of 30 liters jerrycans of PMS equivalent to 40,800 liters over one tanker load with a DPV of 24,663,355 at the early hours of Friday, September 8, along the Badagry coast. Speaking further on its activities, Controller Nnadi said the command advantageously lies on the Abidjan-Lagos corridor, which connects Lagos-Cotonou, Lomé-Accra-Abidjan, but noted that the region is yet to maximize this advantage. According to him, the significance of the corridor as an economic, cultural, and political platform for regional integration of West Africa cannot be overemphasized. The controller explained that the Seme Area Command is the platform for the sustenance of the regional integration expected to be driven through the ECOWAS Protocol on the free movement of persons, goods and services, and the implementation of the various trade policies of the sub-region. The anti-smuggling czar also disclosed that in line with the service dictate of encouraging its personnel, the officers and men of the command that were involved in the seizures of fake $6 million currency, 15 fake international passports, and 10 driver's licenses and that of donkey skins in January have been commended by the Acting Controller General of Customs, Bashir Adewale Adeniyi. He presented the commendation and congratulatory letters from the command to the beneficiaries. Controller Nnadi appreciated the Controller General of Customs for his support to the command, as well as the Seme Badagry community for their cooperation, and to officers and men of the command for their gallantry and patriotism.
Yes, and thank you very much, Mike, for this question. When I resumed here, I discovered that the morale of officers, the morale of stakeholders, the morale of the community people were very low. That was because for over 3 years, this border was closed. When I resumed, we were just marching from the opening of the border, and I found out that most of our infrastructure, which were not being put in use for 3 years, were decaying, some were dilapidated, so we started by getting them renovated. We restored the light here that has not been in place for over 8 years. The floodlight in the ECOWAS community here. Everywhere was bushy because the workers that were maintaining them left because of border closure. We restored them. You can see from what you see around us here now. When you step out, you see the green area. We have restored the aesthetics of this environment. Our wives, the Customs Transport Association, helped us to plant 150 coconut tree seedlings in order to not only beautify here, but to harvest those coconuts in future for commercial use. But above that, we have engaged in lots of trade meetings, not only between us and local stakeholders here, but between us and stakeholders across the border, culminating in the visit of the Controller General of Customs, the visit of the Badagry Chamber of Commerce, the visit of Cotonou Chamber of Commerce, the visit of the ECOWAS, the Honorable Minister of Transportation under the previous regime. All these people came here to boost the morale of officers and stakeholders, and gradually, life is returning. As you have heard me read, our revenue target is 1,960,000,000, and so far, you can see how much we've collected, 1,904,000,000. So you can see that we are trying our best. We have just 56 million naira to meet our target, and we are just in first week of September. What it shows that the morale of the officers, the confidence of the stakeholders has been restored, and business is beginning to boom once more in Seme. It is not